Another cold start to the day. I prepared for it on this occasion though. That does not need scraping. It's a cold one today. I haven't taken it with vaping. But as long as your bait's in the water, you've always got a chance. I've just cast out. Oh, and I've got a little dip on the float immediately. I suspect small roach. But I will be fishing for one fish at a time on this particular session. That's a fact. Having said that, it might not be, because suddenly there might be a huge shoal of big perch in there, one after the other. You never know. That's the mystery of angling, isn't it? Whenever you go, regardless of the conditions, things can happen beyond where we expect them to be. And I did say a small roach, so nothing unexpected on this occasion, but at least I'm not a blanker as the fish slips out of my hand there. Actually, I need to use the forceps on that one, or possibly, no I don't, it's just right there on the edge of the mouth. Not deep like I thought. I haven't got my glasses on, plus it's first light as well. It is early. There it is. Roach number 2. After small roach action, it's a perch. What I came for, a cold water fish. And I don't need a thermometer in the cut to tell me how cold it is. It's cold this side of the water as well. I've just been talking to a lady. She said, I hope you didn't mind me taking the photograph with you in it. I just wanted to capture all those autumnal trees over there. Looks very scenic. I said, no problem at all. In fact, I didn't even notice. And I did say to her, it probably looks more atmospheric with an angler sitting there by the side of the canal. But we got chatting, and she grew up in Cornwall and she's now living in Australia, and part of her feels Cornish, so English, and part of her is Australian. And I said to her, I know exactly how you feel, because I'm English, born in Staffordshire. My parents are from the county, so I'm very proud to be English. I'm also equally proud to be Welsh. The only difference is I don't have as far to go to feed my Welsh gene. It's only 40 miles down the road, the Welsh border, or 40 plus. I think I've been fishing at Crew Green, which is about 43 from where I live. As the crow flies, even less. But I think many of us do have that, don't we? Whereby we were maybe born in one country and perhaps our parents are from another, or we have links with another, and we feel both, and there's nothing wrong with that. The issue for me is when you have people who are, say, living here but hate this country, and they really do hate it. Then I have the issue, and my question then would be, well, why don't you go and live in the country where you're from? For me and that lady, we both feel very English, and we both feel very Welsh and Cornish, Australian, respectively. It's who we are, it's how we identify. That's a tiny one. I've just had a message from Ian Clark asking me if the chair is okay. Well, it's as good as new. In fact, I would say better than new. Really good job on it there. And it's going to last me a lot longer than it was with all those broken bolts and twisted parts. That's a fact. It looks like it's about 10 years old, but actually I've only been using it from the start of this year. But of course, fishing every day, 365 sessions a year, if you want to look at it like that, for most anglers, that's probably 4-5 years fishing. For me, just 12 months. Standard approach on this session, 0.8 gram Drennan Crystal Waggler, and the anchor shot. It is the canal after all. Size 14 Drennan Super Specialist, alternating between a couple of reds, a couple of whites. I'm fishing the far side of the boat channel, which is pretty standard at this time of the year for me, and I'm trickling out maggots in accordance with the bites, so I haven't put a lot out. But I've been getting a few. As I often say, don't always show every fish to the camera, especially the small roach. But the perch, one nice enough fish so far. I am coming to the end of the session though. Will I be back with a final fish? We shall see. Last cast, and it's now time to go home.